Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Victoria. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and comment on my video. I love to hear you guys' feedback. Today we're gonna talk about macros. I'm new to counting macros. I'm sure you guys are too. Or if you do know how to count them already, great. I think maybe it's more important to track your macros, your calories as well, but calories are just, I don't know, I wouldn't say they matter as much as macros do. And what I mean by that, when I did start keto, I did start counting my macros. Macros are the little energies in food that makes up calories. So if you have, and sorry, I keep looking at my notes, guys. I have some notes written down. I don't know if you can see that. I keep looking at them, but so your macros are the energy that you will use to burn food. So my macros are right now at 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbs. What that means is, as far as my macros, and I'm not sure if other people do it, but I do it, I don't really look at my calories. I try to, because obviously it's not good to go over a certain amount of calories, but if you look at your macros, it's a lot better. I don't know how to explain it easier, so I'll just go with a little story that I can tell you guys. So before I started my keto journey, I always just tried to eat a little bit. Like, there was days I never went over my calories, but I didn't lose weight. And the reason that is because I would have at work just, fries or a coffee, and then I wouldn't eat for the rest of the day, and then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. And I would do this continuously, and I'd be like, why am I not losing weight? There's so many days I would have maybe like even 1,200 calories, and guys, that's really low. Don't even try and have 1,200 calories unless you are small and it's doctor recommended. Even if you do lose weight, like say you're the opposite of me and you do lose the weight, when you start eating normally again, it's gonna be hard to keep the weight off. You can keep the weight off, it's just harder because your body will be like, oh yeah, food. Like it wants to store that fat, those calories that you're eating. So again, like I said, I like to track macros because at least it gives me a better understanding of what I'm eating. So I do eat 70% fat, and this is all your food altogether throughout the day. So I eat 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbs. So what I'll have is something like, I'll eat some breakfast, and then I will eat usually just dinner and a small snack. If I do feel extra hungry, I'll eat another snack, but I usually don't. As I started keto, I'm not feeling as hungry as I used to. So in the morning, I'll just, like I said, or some mornings I'll have a coffee, like a bulletproof coffee. I'll show you guys one day how I make mine. But the standard bulletproof coffee, which is a keto coffee, is you put butter in there, and you put ghee. You can also put MCT oil. It's just something to keep you full and burn your fat. So if you guys want to try that, go ahead and try it. Sometimes I'll have it, and this coffee that I make is like about 400 calories. So if I do have a coffee, I won't eat breakfast, because 400 calories, that's quite a bit in the morning. So either, it depends on the day, if I feel like I'll have the coffee or I'll have breakfast. I won't have both because there's no way, like I would be so full. But yeah, so back to what I was saying about the macros. For me, it's a lot easier to calculate macros rather than calories. Like I said before, when I was counting just calories, I would have something small and I'd be like, I'm below my calorie intake. Why aren't I losing weight? But when I did start keto, I started to really think about what I was eating and putting into my body. So the reason I wasn't losing weight is possibly because I was just eating inflammatory foods. Like I said in my last video, inflammatory foods, they bloat you. So I would have, like I said, I would have like a fry, like I'd literally have 3 pieces of fries and I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna eat again. And that was so bad for my health. Like, guys, don't do that. If you want to lose weight, don't starve yourself and don't eat something small just to lose weight because you think it's gonna shrink your stomach. Again, it might, but it's very hard to sustain that kind of eating. If you continue to eat like that, you may develop an eating disorder. You can have an eating disorder if you're a bigger person, if you're a smaller person. It doesn't really matter your size, but if you obsess like I did, eating freaking 3 fries and like having a coffee, you will not lose weight. You will probably just starve yourself and that's it. But so I like to just eat when I'm hungry. It's hard to intuitively eat, but as you go throughout keto, it'll be a little bit easier to do that. And as you see the weight go off, your stomach shrinks as well. So it's easier to intuitively eat. I don't recommend someone to always just eat when they're hungry, because sometimes you don't actually need to eat. Like imagine, okay, so as I'm doing keto, I'm doing intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is just fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8 hours. I follow those guidelines, but I don't do it exactly to the T. Like I will stop eating my dinner around 7 or 8, and then I won't eat anything else until 2 p.m. the next day, somewhere like that. But it doesn't, like I said, I don't exactly follow it to the T. It's just like prolonging the time your body eats between meals. It's great to do it any time of the day, but it's a lot easier when you're going to sleep because you don't have to think about it. You just sleep, and while you're sleeping, your body's burning, it's digesting your food, so it's great. I want to show you guys the chocolates I got from Costco. They're called No Sugar Keto Bombs, and they're amazing. If I'm low on fat, I literally just eat one of these little chocolates. I'll show you guys the package if I can. Let's see. So they're like this. They're super tiny, but it's just like a little small snack if you do feel hungry. Usually, yeah, I'll just eat that, snack on that once I'm within my macro. So today is Sunday, and I don't weigh myself unless it's Monday or Wednesday. I try to only, and Friday sometimes. I try to only weigh myself once a week, but you guys, that's super hard. I'm sure people do that more, like people weigh themselves every day probably, or every few days like me, or you know, but it's super hard not to try and weigh yourself every day, because of course I'm curious, did I lose weight? I will show you guys my body so you guys know what size I am. And tomorrow I will show you guys my starting weight, and my weight that I am tomorrow when I do weigh myself. If you guys want me to get in depth on macros, because I know I didn't do a really good explanation, please let me know in the comments and let me know what you guys want to see and want to hear me talk about. I can do keto hauls. That's why I showed you guys the chocolates, because those are great. Like if you want to go to Costco and pick those up, they're amazing. Okay. There you go. I don't know how much you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear me, see me, what's going on. There you go. Chunky, chunky, chunky. Okay guys, so you can see my body. I don't know if anyone is on the same journey as me, but if you guys are, like, please subscribe, comment down below, like my video, and give me some support. I'll give you guys support too. Let's get through this together. Like, let's do it. I am confident and I'm happy that I did lose weight, and I want to continue to lose more weight. So I will be back tomorrow with a new video, and like I said, I'll show you guys my weight loss progress. Bye.